Let's go and have a look at what's actually happening on site in the Cavalier in our process of turning this into a reality. What we're trying to do is to convert this into a welcoming series of spaces, which also include a theatre of 160 people, and a small music room, and a cinematheque. So we have various activities, and this is very important. I mean, the fact that this has got to be a magnet to draw people into Valletta. The problem of the architect is obviously how do you do this without actually destroying the essence and the character of the building. The architect is designing for the future, but he's also defending the past.
We are actually, well, approaching a space under the sky which could provide someone like Ian Hamilton Finlay with the perfect garden plot. And it would be a marvelous space from which to view a new viewpoint, as it were, on Valletta.
If you live in an island like Malta, where the light is so strong and the forms are so strong, the wonderful thing is that I think what is in light is white, and what is in shadow is black. So you have this essential formal architecture in the sense of a strong geometry basking under this strong Mediterranean light. And this is what Malta is about. People can elevate themselves onto a different plane, because if anything, any aspect of life is going to save mankind in the next century, it is art and spirituality.
24 years ago, and I can't believe it, you and I stood on this extraordinary hill when this church was more or less brand new, the Church of Meikle.
The marvellous thing about this church, of course, was that it was my first architectural commission, 1962.
Tell me then about the extraordinary fact that we have to face, that maybe this is where we could plant the vast majority of the 7,000 oaks in honor of Joseph Beuys. There is a flat valley, flat-bottomed valley,
Which is called the Shar al-Hamra.
Shar al-Hamra?
Which is the sort of the plain refers to a vibrant red color, which is probably the fertile soil. These two valleys here are the most fertile valleys on the island.
Well, can you imagine that we would be hopefully adding the dimension of Joseph Beuys in a space which is already associated with contemporary artists?
The work of Joseph Beuys and his idea of social sculpture has brought me here today to the island of Malta. The way that it happened for me, how I got involved with planting trees and why I've come to help with this tree planting is the Walker Art Center in Minneapolis, where I'm from, had an exhibition of Joseph Beuys's work. And since I felt that Joseph Beuys was so much about promoting people to become active, that it was very important to do a project outside of the museum.
He was perhaps the first artist, true 21st century artist, who could automatically link art with environmental issues, with tree planting.
I think planting of oak trees and planting of other trees is symbolic of various dimensions. In many ways, it is paying our respect back to nature and trying to restate the nature and the beauty of nature, which we had enjoyed in the past. Part of it has been lost. And I think to enter the new millennium and, in a sense, pay our tribute to a better equilibrium in Malta's biodiversity is in itself a statement. I am very pleased to have Richard Demarco as part of the team. Of course, the architect in charge, Richard England, will be a prime mover, and I believe that they will be working together on a project which we will relish for many, many years to come.
Here I am, entering the San Anton Gardens, which surround the summer palace of the President of Malta. And I'm still amazed to think that the President of Malta bears the name Guido Demarco, President of a European country who's capable of bestriding the world stage as President of the United Nations.
That's very beautiful, right? That's a beautiful place. You've never been to Verdun?
Never been to Verdun.
So we'll have to arrange for you to come to see that.
Oh, I'd love that. I would love that. Well, here we are. I would love to take a walk.
What we call here the Buluru.
I would love to. I would like to think that if I can bring as many creative souls as I can imagine, in the form of writers, poets, philosophers, scientists of all kinds, and politicians, if I can help bring them here, coinciding with that great moment when the gate is transformed and the first phase of this new Center for the Arts is open.
I identify myself with your dreams. I feel that your dreams are dreams which have a reality behind them. I think that more than dreams, they are ideals. I always believe that you have to hitch your wagon to a star. And in hitching your wagon to a star, you manage to go very, very far. I think that's a special blessing in sharing. And I think this is what we have to do with others. Share. Share the blessing of happiness. Share the blessing of peace. There is a common heritage, which is the common heritage of mankind. I think this is the way we have to look into the future. Not a division, not a divisive future. Then I believe that much can be done towards the achieving of peace, at least in this region, but certainly not only in this region, if we try hard, but also beyond.
Thank you very much.
Thanks indeed,
I would
Richard.
like to thank you.
Thanks
I
a lot,
feel
Richard.
completely at home on this island, and it's not.
You are at home.
Thank you. Thank you.